Boom, boom, this is everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of mass for the dead up today. All right, I've been getting a lot of DMs and messages over the past couple of days here, so I thought I'd go ahead and do this video since there seems to be a lot of requesting for it. Apparently, a lot of people started playing Mass for the Dead here, specifically because of the current collab, which is with Berserk. So they picked up the game, and they're finding out that there's not a whole lot of information out there as to explain certain things, which I think the problem is that the players out there are doing it have been doing it for so long that they think just everybody would naturally understand that this is what happens, and it's not the case. And I know when I first started playing the game a while back, I had the same problem, so I can understand exactly where everyone is coming from. So I'm doing this video for them. So if you already know about the beginnings or something, or the basics of how skills and limit breaking and stuff work, then you'll be fine. If you don't, then this is a video that you might find some interest in, okay? So here's what we got. So let's take a look at what you got here, first of all. So you've got your characters, okay? Now, when you look at a character, you're going to see, first explanation, Overdrive. Okay, what is Overdrive? Overdrive is like your rage skill inside of Bleach or Destiny Child or something like that. It's a skill that you get after you build up a certain Overdrive skill level, Overdrive power level. Then Overdrive will activate and you'll be able to utilize it, okay? You're not going to see this happen at first, and that's the people are freaking out because they've got characters that say they deal damage to all foes, and they're not dealing damage to all foes. Okay, mainly because the Overdrive is not being used. You're not going to see Overdrive become useful until you get into the upper levels and into hard mode. Then you'll start seeing Overdrive. Overdrive is a meter. A lot of people are playing the game on auto, and that's the problem. So let's go ahead and do a level here, and I'll show you real quick what's going on so that you can wrong skill, so that you can understand a little bit about what's going on. So we'll go into, let's do it from the story, since the story would be a little bit easier for everybody to understand. I've been neglecting the story a little bit myself, so I got to work through these to get the crystals for it after you complete it for the first time. Okay, so first of all, that's good. This should be enough. And we'll talk a little bit about autoplay, what it does versus what it doesn't do. Now, there is one question about autoplay that I can't answer. I do not know if Overdrive will activate within autoplay. So once I find that out, I'll let you know. Look over here. See this OD? This is your Overdrive meter right here. Okay? So this has to get to a certain level before your Overdrive will be available. And once it does, you'll see this option right here, activate, and you'll be able to click on that and utilize your Overdrive. Okay? Now, I'm not sure if this will work inside of auto. I never got to play it farther. When I first played it, I only played it for like 2 or 3 weeks. I had a couple characters limit broke, and I had a couple characters that had Overdrive, but I never got a chance to see whether or not it would work inside of auto. So I don't know. But yeah, so auto, this is your Overdrive, and this skill needs to burn up before you do it. Another thing you need to know about autoplay. Autoplay uses your most powerful skill first. Autoplay is not very good. Okay, you're going to have to start manualing when you get into hard mode and stuff. See, Intoma here does roughly on her base predator attack, she does about 15,000 damage. Okay, hitting this 1894 dude with 15,000 damage is just ridiculous. Okay, that's like 13,000 more than you need to be killed with. So I don't want to use her predator right now. So I'm just going to buff my characters, which is what Lunchtime does. Now, I'll go ahead and hit them with some damage from Fires of Hell, and I'll have Kosa just do a Wind Slash, and I'll have her do a Magic Strengthen. Okay, so that goes out. Fires of Hell. Yep. Okay. Okay. So now we've got the buff. Now you see, she's still got, so we've got two. Now we're in the second level. Again, a low level, but since I've got 8, I'll be able to use it twice. So I can go ahead and use Predator on that guy, and then I'll use Go ahead and use. I'll go ahead and use Fire's Veil, Wind Slash, and we'll go ahead and stab Rock Lance just to see her. So boom, boom, boom. See that? See that? That was even more than 15,000 there. But and then see they're both dead. Okay, so you know, so we don't have to worry about anything. Now we're at the final screen. Now is when if you're at higher levels, you'll see one of your main guys out here will probably be 10, 12, 13, 14, 15,000 hit points. Now's when you want to open up with Predator and focus. You can click which character you want her to hit, because see the buff's above her, so this is her. She's going to hit whichever one. She's the highest, so I'm going to choose him and hit him with Predator, and then these two are going to drop pretty quick, so I'm not even going to worry about those. I should take those out. So boom, 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 take out the big guy. That's one of the reasons that Toma's such a good character, is the fact that see there's a damage to all people, but her Stab Rock Lance is an AoE skill. There's very few characters that have an AoE skill in their basic skill set. Usually it's only in their Overdrive. Pretty much everybody's Overdrive is a damage to all foes. If it's a single, it's a pretty powerful damage. If you hit an Overdrive with the damage to a single foe, it's going to do tons of damage, just so you know. So, okay, as you can see, so I beat that. I got that, okay? So, yeah, so that's, as you see, the Overdrive skill did not get anywhere near where it needed to be before I could activate Overdrive on any of the characters. It's not lasting long enough, okay? The Overdrive meter has to build up, and it takes a while for that to happen. So you're not going to see it happening at this point in time, but it will become a function later in the game, okay? And each time you get a dupe, your Overdrive level will increase, okay? So that's what it is, okay? So I hope that explains Overdrive. When you get, like, when I get a duplicate Guts, and I've got a duplicate Guts, I won't see him in my, I'll still see one Guts in my inventory, but if I look at his Overdrive, you'll see it is increased by one level. So it's an automatic increase to the Overdrive when you get a duplicate, okay? So that's why you won't see duplicates of a character if you get another character in your inventory. Is because it automatically updates that Overdrive for the character. Okay, so that's what's good. So that should explain Overdrive. And Overdrive cannot be activated until the meter gets to the point where it's full Overdrive meter that I showed you there. Then you'll be able to see that button below it, and you'll be able to Overdrive. Does it run in auto? I'm not sure. I stopped playing the game before I had a chance to see whether or not it would function inside of auto. I assume it will. That would be pretty bad if it didn't. But once I find out, I'll give you a definitive answer. I'm pretty sure it does work in auto, but it might not. Okay. Next, limit breaking. Okay, again, let's go to the affiliations tab. This button right here is not for the Overdrive. This has nothing to do with the Overdrive. I'll show it on Guts. See, my Guts is level 2 because I got one dupe of him. This is not for the Overdrive. So people freaking out saying I got Overdrive and I don't see this. This is for limit breaking. This is something completely different. So if we go into character strengthening here, we'll show on Guts, because Guts is ready to be limit broken. So we go into limit break. Okay, see. Now when your character gets to a 4-star character's max level is 50, a 5-star's max character level is 60. So whenever you see a character get to 50 or 60, based on whether they're a 4-star, 5-star respectively, they will stop getting experience until you limit break them. Limit break them will give you an extra 10, as you can see. And this, whenever I limit break him, I'm short on one of the large mats here, so I can't quite limit break him yet. But this button will fill in, and this will jump to 60, and I'll be able to get 10 more levels. Standard limit breaking, if you've played other games, you know all about limit breaking, and it increases your capability to higher level your character. That's what it means. That's what the dots are for beside there. Not associated with Overdrive, so that people freaking out because they got 2 Overdrive and they haven't seen 2. Completely different. Nothing associated with Overdrive from the dots, okay? Those are for limit breaking, okay? Limit breaking is done with these items. These items can be obtained inside of the store, inside of the single, you see it right here, the single strengthened quest begun. See, this is where your the things are for that. Right here, limit breaking, and it adjusts daily. So right now they're doing for blue characters, okay, and then they'll do for green, purple, okay. So based on what character you are, based on the color of the actual icon that you have, will determine what type of skill materials or what type of limit breaking materials you will need. And so you want to make sure you farm it on that day and farm it as high as you can. Get as high as you can, and then you can jump to creating multi-rooms. Just create a room, okay? And then choose which of the actual limit breaking quests you want to do. Like if you're going to create a room, you might as well do one that's a little bit higher, because if you do the higher ones, you get the higher level materials which you're going to need to limit break. So create a room, and somebody will jump in. High levels usually jump in because they're out there doing them all the time, because to limit break the high level creature at the higher level, it's more cost effective for them to farm them through doing multiplayer quests. Okay. Plus, as you get to the point, it's difficult to get those items, and you might not quite be strong enough to do it by yourself, but you can do it easily within a multi-room. So create multi-rooms. You usually won't have to wait too long before somebody will jump in. I've created probably 7 or 8 multi-rooms that I've gotten in fairly quick. I think the most I've had to wait is like 45 seconds, maybe a minute, before someone jumped in and we created a room, knocked it out. Okay. I know there's one I did a really high level room to get a mat for. I'm getting some mats for Entoma, and some level 80 dude jumped in and just I didn't even get a chance to go. I mean, he was just whapping people, and he was one-shotting them with his 2 characters. He was just one-shotting them with a swipe. I mean, I think I got to go like once and do piddly damage with my Entoma, but he was wiping everything out. We completed these. He got a bunch of mats. So that's where you get the high-level mats. So if you're having trouble getting them, just create a room. Somebody will take pity on you, and they'll jump in and help you out. Extremely friendly community in that regards. Okay? So that's what it is. So that's limit breaking for your character, and you'll get the dot. Now, skills, exactly same thing. Let's go into character, and we'll strengthen skills. Okay? Fortunately, I have one skill which is ready to be limit broke. I can't quite do it yet because I don't have the mats, but it's this right here. I need 5 of these books. Clicking on this will tell you where you can get those books. So I can get this in the Limit Break Quest, Sup 1, and the Pleiades. Daily Pleiades is the lady, the maid selling. She got the shot there. Okay. Or event rewards. This is very important. The exchange shot, every single event you'll be able to get Limit Break materials, and you'll be able to get them relatively cheap because the events are extremely easy to complete. And as long as you focus on running those events, you'll get tons of those mats. You want to make sure you purchase the Chaos Relic and then all the mats left over, and keep doing it until you can get all the limit break materials you need. Having an event is an excellent place to get a bunch of materials. Just like Danmachi. If you play Danmachi, it's the same thing. Punch, 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 punch. I tell people that constantly. Punch those events. Just do them over and over. I know you don't have a lot of time to farm, but keep doing them and doing them, because you can get all the stuff that you need to level up your character inside of the events. That's what makes a game free to play. You can buy that stuff, yeah, but you can also do a little bit of work associated with it, grind it out, and you don't have to pay as much. Okay, as you know me, I have purchased several things in my games. Bleach, Immortal Souls, I bought the Growth Plan, I've purchased skins in Azure Lane, I've purchased crystals in Azure Lane, I've purchased stuff in skins in Destiny Child as well too. I've played those games for a long time. I enjoy the fact that they're free to play, but I want to support the devs, so I do buy stuff occasionally. Okay. But I like to play a game for an extremely long time before I do that, because I want to make sure it's something I'm going to continue to play after I've, put in money. I don't buy money stuff on the first and second week, simply because I might not like the game. One of the games that it happened to was currently, several of them that are currently out there. Shining Beta, which I'm actually meaning Shining Beyond, but so that, and I really enjoyed it at the beginning, but it sort of grew old on me. But I'm hoping they'll come out of beta soon. But anyway, so that's the thing on how you do it. And let me focus on this again. Event rewards. That's extremely important. Okay, event rewards is where you can get this stuff. Let's go into the exchange shop. Okay. Now, they have events running pretty often. We'll use the Supreme Halloween event just as thing. I'm in the process of working on this because you'll get limit break materials as you get as the drops occur. You'll get the rewards automatically. But in the exchange shop here is where everything takes place. So this is the exchange area. So you got all your events and all of the the limit breaking items where you can get the medals and stuff. All of this is from here. So if you look in this is the Supreme Halloween. Okay, I'm working on 180,000. Always get this relic, top of the line relic. Okay, top of the line. If there's a relic, 5-star relic inside of an event, get it. It's always a top of the line relic. So grab it. And this one here offers physical attack, magic attack power, and evasion all raised. It's going to make you stronger. And this is base stats, 1363 attack. That's awesome. Okay, but if you scroll down here, what's that? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Limit break materials are in here, and they are not expensive. This is a virtually impossible for someone to get if you're low level, but this is needed to limit break your characters. And I could purchase this right now because I got 40,000. It only costs 7,300, and these are even cheaper. The mediums and small ones are even cheaper, which as they should be. But you can get these easy enough. Not too much of a problem snatching these up because fairly low level characters can do the 5 and the 10, 15, level 5, level 15 requirement. It's when you start getting into level 25, level 45, where it starts to get really difficult for low level characters. The ramp up is extremely fast. So, but you can get those in here as well. So, and you can farm your hearts to content as long as you got stamina on the Halloween exchange, and it's easy. I've already beaten it. Okay, it was a piece of cake. Didn't have any trouble doing it. And as you can see, you've got them. And here's for your skills. Here's the books for the skills. So I could limit break my skill for Atoma right now if I wanted to, because I'm lacking this book right here. Well, I need 5 of them. There's 35 of them in here, and they cost $360 a pop. I got more than enough to purchase those 5 books and do a skill right now. Okay, and I will. First, however, I'm going to make sure I get this Chaos Relic. Okay, so once I get the Chaos Relic, then I'm going to start focusing on this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to be farming this. Okay, I'm going to be farming it extensively. It's up. The event is up until the 15th, but the shop is open to the 22nd, so you can still do some shopping after the event is over, such as this School Night Exchange. This event is over. Okay, it's over. You can't do it anymore. But I got some mats, and I could still purchase the characters. You know, maybe I want to get an Overdrive or Zod. He's a good character, by the way. Zod's an excellent character. He's actually on the tier list, the top tier list. He's actually in it. He's one of like only 2 or 3 4-stars that are actually on that tier list. That should tell you how powerful he is. Guts isn't even on that tier list. He's good. Guts is. Very good character. Zod's on that tier list. So you definitely want to look at some Zods. I'm probably going to end up purchasing another Zod. I'll do it right now. Okay. So I just exchanged Zod. See? Overdrive went from 2 to 3, and my luck increased to 8. What is luck? Luck is luck. Luck will give you more drops. Okay? Sometimes. The higher the luck, the more drops you will get. Okay? So if you're using, so you always want to make sure that you have high luck character on your leader set there, because that's giving you more chances to get extra, like an extra chest or drop. Or on occasion, you just get more stuff. So you get a character with max luck, and you'll just be getting bunch of excess drops. So it just increases your drop rate. It's pretty cool. But and again, here we go. There they are. Limit break items. Okay, limit break items. Okay, they're here. So you can get these inside of quests. And look at this. These books that I need. Only 2. 2. And I can get books. 35 of them. Okay. So this is what you need. And take a look inside of the actual thing. And so if you got a tank that needs limit broke, you can get a bunch of books for him right here. Okay. So that's where it's at. So yeah, just make sure you're buying the right books for the right character. Don't buy a bunch of books you don't need. But all of them, even the Evil Lord Wrath. There's Wrath if you want to get him, and he's got them break items in here as well too for another tank. And just got to wait until your skill comes around, and then you can pick up what you need in terms of that. And they got Abyss Portal. This is they got a Trump card, which this is a Chaos Relic. And as you can see, They've got skill primers, dragon stones, and a ticket. Oh, a 4 or above ticket. That's pretty nice. That guarantees a 4-star character, possibly a 5-star. I'm not sure what the chance of a 5-star is on a 4 or above ticket. Might be fairly decent. But yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff in here. Limit break items and stuff. So that's what you need to start focusing on. But it's always in the exchange. So look in the exchange. Don't ignore the exchange. It's very important. That's where we get a lot of the stuff at. Okay? So that's all. I just wanted to go over that. I hope that explains everything to you and makes some of the things seem a little bit more understanding, because I was getting a lot of people asking me about, overdrive and limit break, and and it was difficult to, in a short few phrases, try to explain to them exactly what it was. So I just told them I'd do a video. So this is the video that I promised I'd drop down for it, and we'll post it up and let everybody see. But that's all it is. Okay. So overdrive, limit breaking explained. I hope if you got any more questions, you can always feel free to hit me up in the comment section. Okay, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Once you've subscribed, you'll see a bell. If you click on the bell, you get notified each time I drop a video. This is Kenrir, give it at you from the corner, signing out.